Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to introduce you to today's presentation on the introduction to the German language and culture. This is part of our Diploma in German, Level 1, Module 1. Today, we'll explore the basics of the German language and get a glimpse into the rich culture behind it. We'll cover some fundamental concepts and set the stage for your learning journey. Let's get started. In this part of the presentation, we're going to focus on some essential elements of German communication. First, we'll learn how to greet people appropriately, whether in formal or informal situations. It's important to understand the difference because it helps you connect respectfully with others. We'll also explore the major German-speaking countries, which gives you a broader cultural context and helps you appreciate regional differences. Moving on, we'll master the German alphabet and phonetic rules. These are foundational skills that will make your pronunciation clearer and more accurate. German pronunciation can be tricky for English speakers, so we'll identify some of the unique challenges you might face. By the end of this module, you'll be well on your way to communicating confidently in German, understanding cultural nuances, and appreciating the rich diversity of German-speaking regions. Let's take a closer look at the German alphabet. It consists of up to 30 letters, but the core set includes 26 basic letters from A to Z. Among these, there's a special character called the S-sit, or sharp S, which is unique to German and counts as one letter. Interestingly, the alphabet also includes some ligatures, like A umlaut, O umlaut, and U umlaut, which are combinations of vowels with umlauts. These umlauts, those little diacritical marks over vowels, are also considered part of the alphabet, making a total of 26 letters plus the umlauts. Overall, the German alphabet is quite similar to the English one, but with these additional characters that give the language its distinctive sound and spelling features. This diversity in the alphabet helps capture the nuances of German pronunciation and spelling. Let's take a closer look at some of the unique characters in the German alphabet. First, we have the sharp S, known as the S-sit or sharp S. It sounds exactly like SS and is used in specific words to represent that sharp S-like sound. It's pretty much exclusive to German, which makes it a distinctive feature of the language. Next, we have the vowels with umlauts, O umlaut and U umlaut. Now, these require a particular mouth shape, pursed lips, and a bit of a specific positioning. O umlaut sounds a bit like the her in English, but with rounded lips, while U umlaut is similar to the suit sound, again with those pursed lips. And then there's A umlaut, which is pronounced like the short A in the word head. So, when you're seeing these characters, remember they change the way the vowels sound and add a layer of nuance to pronunciation. Understanding these umlauts and the sharp S is crucial because they are integral to correct pronunciation and meaning in German. They also tie into the overall theme of mastering the language's unique sounds and symbols, helping you become more confident in your German communication. Let's take a closer look at some tricky pronunciation points. First, the combination SCH is always pronounced as SH, like in Schule. The CH sound, however, can vary quite a bit. It can be throaty, similar to the Bach sound, or softer, like the IK sound. This variation depends on the word and context. When it comes to combinations, pay attention to how certain sounds blend together. For example, the final R in words like mutter is usually pronounced softly, almost like an English and the final G, as in Guten Tag, sounds more like a soft K. Now let's look at word endings. The J at the end of words, such as jar, sounds like a YV is pronounced like an F, so Vader sounds like father. W is pronounced like V, so watch sounds like watch. Finally, some consonants can be tricky. For instance, the pronunciation of certain combinations and sounds can be subtle and require practice. Overall, understanding these nuances will help you improve your German pronunciation and make your speech sound more natural. Thank you very much for your attention. Vielen Dank for your engagement. When we look at greetings across Germany, you'll notice there are regional differences. For example, in the north, people often say moin, while in the south, Grüß Gott is more common. These are regional greetings that reflect local culture and traditions. Moving on to more general greetings, you might hear hello or bye, which are quite informal and used frequently in everyday conversations. Then, there are greetings like Guten Tag or Abend, which are suitable for daytime and evening, respectively, and are slightly more formal. The key point here is that German greetings vary depending on the context, whether regional, informal, or formal, highlighting the richness and diversity of the language. This variety helps us connect with people appropriately, depending on the setting, and is a great example of the cultural nuances embedded in language. So, understanding these different expressions and their contexts is essential for effective communication in German. It also ties into our overall theme of exploring how language reflects culture and regional identity. In German, the way you address someone really depends on your relationship with them. When you're talking to friends, family, or peers, you use du. It's a friendly, informal way of speaking that shows closeness and familiarity. On the other hand, when you're dealing with strangers or authorities, you switch to sei. This is a formal form of address that maintains respect and politeness. It's important to remember that German makes a clear distinction between these two forms, and choosing the wrong one can be seen as impolite or even rude. For example, using du with a stranger or a boss might be considered disrespectful, while using sei with close friends might seem overly distant. This distinction ties into the larger theme of cultural norms and social etiquette in Germany. The golden rule here is to be mindful of the context and your relationship with the person you're speaking to. Use sei for formal situations and du for informal ones. Getting this right shows respect and helps you build good relationships, whether you're making new friends or interacting professionally. Now, let's talk about when to use du and sei in German. It's really important to choose the right form to show respect and build good relationships. Use du when you're with children, close friends, and family. It's informal, friendly, and makes the conversation more personal. But before switching to du, always wait for a native speaker or the other person to offer it first. On the other hand, sei is formal and respectful. Always use sei when you're speaking with elders, bosses, or people you don't know well. In writing, remember to capitalize sei to clearly show respect. Understanding these differences helps you communicate appropriately in various social situations and fits into the overall theme of respectful language use in German. Now, let's take a look at some key German-speaking countries in Europe, starting with Switzerland, whose capital is Bern. It's a multilingual nation, which means multiple languages are spoken there, and it's globally known for its neutrality and stunning Alps. Switzerland's reputation for political neutrality has made it a hub for diplomacy and international organizations. Moving on to Austria, whose capital is Vienna. Austria is famous for its breathtaking alpine landscapes and its rich musical heritage, especially classical music, with composers like Mozart and Strauss having called Vienna home. Lastly, we have Germany, with Berlin as its capital and a population of around 84 million. Germany is often considered the economic powerhouse of Europe, driving innovation, industry, and cultural influence across the continent. These countries showcase the diversity and shared linguistic roots that help shape the broader German-speaking world, which plays a significant role in European history and culture. Jetzt kommen wir zum nächsten Teil, nämlich Model 2, Grundstruktur von Sätzen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet ganz Spaß beim Lernen bisher. Denkt daran, dass das Verständnis der Satzstruktur ein wichtig Grundlage für alles weiter ist. Wenn ihr die Grundbausteine kennt, könnt ihr viel leichter komplexer Sätze bauen und ihre Sprachfähigkeiten verbessern. Also, bleibt neugierig und offen für neue Erkenntnis. Wenn ihr Fragen habt, zögert nicht, sie am Ende zu stellen. Viel Erfolg beim nächsten Schritt.